a change in the appearance of a character without any introduction. It bothers me. Because while they're like robbing the bank, and this is in the beginning of the movie, up until the bus driver arrives, the Joker has brown hair, Heath Ledger has brown hair. And then all of a sudden, the bus driver arrives, and then there's this shot of him with green hair. And it's clear it's a huge difference because I checked, okay? I watched it over and over and over again. And when we see the Joker's face for the first time, he has green hair. And the fact that we don't ever see Heath Ledger, we don't ever see the Joker as a person. We just only ever see him with makeup. Which means even when we are just being introduced to the Joker, he is already far well into his criminal activity. So we're just submersed into this experience of Heath Ledger as the Joker without any subtle, builds. And I feel like Heath Ledger is overacting. Absolutely, he's exaggerating to the fullest. It's so exaggerated that it reaches a point where it doesn't feel like acting anymore. But I think that's something that I love about it. I love the breaths that he's taking, the way that he's breathing, the certain pauses that he does. I just like the approach to the character. It's just very over the top. And just when I think it's overwhelming, he pulls back a little bit. And there's this continuous pull and push that happens throughout his performance where I feel like I'm getting too much of him, and then he eases up because he realizes oh, it's too much. And then he comes back. At least in my head, that's why the performance is so just intoxicating. Also, Christian Bale is absolutely so great at being a billionaire. I love his Batman. I do. Because I think his Batman is sexy. It's different. There are some Batmans that are more intimidating and mysterious and dark and manly. But I think Christian Bale, his Bruce Wayne is super sexy. And his Batman also doesn't have as many layers. He's very one-dimensional. I think he plays it so well, the character of Bruce Wayne and the duality. I love the direction of that film, of that movie, because it's very lighthearted. It's very lighthearted, yet deliberate. It has the surface level delivery of a popcorn movie, but the emotion of a full-blown masterpiece. And I also like the chemistry between Heath Ledger and Christian Bale. It's like fire and water. And this movie is dark. And it's dark in a way that is different from the new Batman movie, right? The new Batman movie is like grunge and just the darkness is a little bit more physical, tangible, evident. And the Dark Knight and the Christian Bale like adaptation of Batman, the darkness is a bit more metaphorical. It's a little bit less poetic, because I think the new Batman is really, really poetic, and it's very emotionally involved. But I like that the Christian Bale adaptation is a bit more surface level. It keeps me entertained. Like, I don't get turned off by it. So, yeah, I think that's it.